Hi you guys, so I know I look a little bit strange today. No eyebrows, nothing going on the cheeks, and nothing on my lips. Well, that's actually for a good reason. Today I am trying out a whole bunch of Essence products. In case you haven't heard of Essence, they are a drugstore brand and they're actually made in Poland. And they're very, very affordable, like crazy level, Wet n Wild level affordable, which is absolutely amazing because I'm always looking for cheaper drugstore alternatives. Now, I did not pick up everything that Essence has just because they have so much. They pretty much offer a full range of everything. Obviously not as expansive as NYX or Wet n Wild or some of the other more popular brands, but Essence has a very, very good line, especially if you're just getting into makeup. The things I picked up are contour, highlight, brow products, and a ton of lip products. So I'm going to be doing a decent amount of lip swatching for you guys, but I left everything else pretty much bare so you guys can see how these work. So first up, the Essence Contour Powder. I believe you guys have seen me use this in a tutorial before, and this is it's a bronzer and a highlighter combo, and I get mine in shade 01 Light. I believe they have slightly darker shade as well, and this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you. So they're not too bad. They are a little tiny bit powdery, but honestly, keep in mind, this is only, I believe this was only $3 or $4. You're not getting high-end products here. A lot of people get drugstore products for $3 or $4 and expect it to be exactly the same as a $40 product. It's not going to be, never going to happen. I am going to apply everything I'm showing you guys. So I am going into the contour with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. You can see it does kick up a good amount of powder. And just going in with this with the light hand. Now, this looks more orangey in the pan than it actually looks on your face, which is really surprising. And it's light, but it's very, very buildable, which makes it perfect if you're just starting out, because sometimes you'll grab a contour and just dip and tap, and it's like, boom, massive dark spot. So I love that these, you can build them up. And take this up onto my temple and a little bit onto my forehead. This wears absolutely beautifully during the day. I've worn this for about 10 hours in a row so far, so longest I've worn it, but it held up beautifully. It faded a tiny, tiny bit, but it faded evenly. It didn't go patchy on me at all, which is really, really nice. Now, before I apply my highlighter, I'm going to show you the other highlighter I picked up because I actually want to try these two together. The other highlighter I picked up from Essence is their So Glow Cream to Powder Highlighter. Now, I know a lot of people said that the shade like 10 or 1, it's either 1 or 10, I can't remember, was really, really good, but I couldn't find that one. So I actually picked up this one. It's number 20, Bright Up Your Life. And it's a pink toned highlighter. If you have a yellow undertone to your skin, this probably won't work great for you. You're gonna want more of a peachy or a warm toned highlight. But for me, because my skin is very, very pink toned, this works pretty well on me. It has a very interesting texture. It's very much like a cream blush type texture. I can go ahead and swatch that. That is right here. It's a very, very subtle highlight, so I want to see how I can build it using the highlight in the contour palette. So I typically like to apply cream products just with the finger, and I'm just going to dot this all along my cheekbone, up onto that ridge where that eye bone is, around your temple. So many people forget to highlight there, and just right up there. Oh yeah, I'm taking this highlight everywhere, even on my nose, which I don't typically highlight heavily, but I know a lot of people like a nose highlight. So I am adding that in for you guys so you can see how it looks. I mean, that alone is a wicked amount of glow. That is just gorgeous. And it looks very, very natural. It looks very strong on camera because of my lights, but in real life, it doesn't look like, whoom, you have a strip of glitter on your face at all, which is fantastic. I think it also looks very subtle on the nose as well. But subtle isn't always fun, so we're going to go in with this highlight and add that on top. So I'm taking my Real Techniques contour brush, which is my baby when it comes to highlighting. And we're gonna get in there. And we're just gonna top that with this. See what we can get. Take a little bit up there and just, I mean, you guys, look at that. That is insane. For a drugstore highlight, that's incredible. Cupid's bow and nose. Okay, that gives you some crazy wicked highlight. I mean, literally, I think like $5 or $6 for these two products combined. I criticize the crap out of highlighters because I do not like looking like I have a strip of glitter on my face. If I want glitter on my face, I'll put glitter on my face. This, I just want a very glowy highlight, and when I bring my mirror up and look at this, all I see is like a brightness and glow and shine, and it looks like incredibly healthy skin, not like glitter. So I am a huge fan of the combo of those two. That looks incredible. Plus, topping any cream product with a powder product will make it last longer during the day, which means your highlight is going to look better for even longer. And now it's bugging the crap out of me that I don't have a blush on, so I am going to use a Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Entertain because I didn't see an Essence blush that was a good color for me. They had a super, super peachy one, and then they had like a hot, hot pink one. I didn't think either of those were going to work for my skin tone, so I decided to go ahead and skip those. But I am just going to pop on some blush real quick because not having it is driving me nuts. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show you is an Essence eyeliner. This is their long-lasting eye pencil in Hot Chocolate. And this is a beautiful, hold on, I have to wipe off the swatches I already have on my hand so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is a really pretty dark brown eyeliner. Look at how creamy this is. This is very, very pretty. My only concern about this highlighter comes when I went to blend this out. I did try using this as just a smoky eyeliner look and smudging it out. When I smudged it out, for some reason it balled up and like flaked and crumbled. I don't know if that's the formula, if it just doesn't want to be smudged out. I don't know if the brush I was using may have had product on it that interacted weirdly. I have no idea, but I do already have my eye makeup on, but I'm going to show you guys how well this works as a tight line and waterliner. Now this has a really waxy formula to it. It feels waxy to me. So I'm guessing this is going to last pretty long on the waterline. It's not super easy to apply though, unfortunately, and I can actually see it doing a little bit of that product balling up. So I could be in a world of hurt later tonight, but we'll see. My eyes are incredibly sensitive, so honestly, it could just be the way my eyes react to it, and it could work perfectly fine for you. But as you can see, this made a huge difference just doing my tight line and my waterline with this. It's a very, very pretty color. It's a very neutral brown shade. It's not super warm or super cool, which I really, really like. The packaging's good. The only thing I noticed is that it is a little prone to breaking, and I would have liked a slightly thinner pencil tip on it. I think having a thinner tip would make it much easier to draw with and do your waterline with. I'd say this is just a notch below the NYX pencils. I really, really love the NYX pencils. They're very, very easy to use. This is a little bit harder to apply, But I would definitely put this above most other drugstore pencils that are in the same price range, because I think this was $1.99, which is a really good price, especially for a retractable eyeliner that you don't have to sharpen. So I do like this. It's not top of my list, but it's okay. These eyebrows are driving me nuts. So I'm going to show you the eyebrow products I got. First up is the Essence Eyebrow Designer, and I got mine in the shade 04 Blonde. Now, it is nearly impossible, very, very difficult to find blonde or taupe eyebrow pencils in the drugstore that don't turn orange on my skin. NYX's eyebrow pencils work fantastically for that. And then when I saw that this one was $2, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to give that a try. So I wanna show you guys. Look at that. No orange at all. That is like a pure taupe shade. It's ashy, but it's not so ashy it's gonna make your brows look gray, and it's just perfect, especially for my hair color. And the other brow product I got, I'm gonna be showing you both of these in a minute, is their Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara in 03 Soft Brownie Brows, which is actually a new shade for them. They previously only had 2 shades. And this one actually has, it says colorful in shape, colored eyebrow gel with fibers for naturally fuller looking brows. You guys know I have no eyebrows, so every little bit I can get helps. It has a super, super teensy wand, which I love. And here is the color of the gel. As you can see, again, it's a very taupey blonde gel. No orange tone to it, and it matches up with the brow pencil perfectly. So I have used these a couple times, and I wasn't expecting success. I was honestly expecting my eyebrows to be gone, like gone after about an hour, because if I so much as touch my brows and I'm not using a high-end product, my brows come off, period. But I was super impressed. 10 hours, you guys. These two together lasted 10 hours on my brows. Now, you're not gonna get the super crisp Instagram brow look with these, which is fine for me because I don't like how the Instagram brow looks. I mean, it's fine for editorial work, it's fine for photos, but it doesn't look great in real life. But I love how fantastic this is at a clean, natural brow. So what I like to do is I like to start with the brow fibers, just because it helps build up my brow, make it a little bit easier to fill in. And that tiny little brush actually even works on my skinny little brows. So I just go in and fluff them up, hang a little bit of the gel. And you can see it already between the two eyebrows, the difference the gel makes already, which is insane in my opinion. The main trick is to make sure you don't get too much gel on the brush, because then you'll get like a glob of it, and that never looks good. Oh, and in case you guys have sensitive eyes, I did not notice these fibers coming out or dropping in my eyes at all. So the reason I won't use fiber mascara is because my eyes are sensitive, but I haven't noticed any problems with the fibers in the brow gel at all, right? So I let that dry for just a minute. As you can see, they already look way, way fuller and have a lot more color, but I do still have some sparse areas because, of course, the fibers typically only stick to places where you already have a little bit of hair. So I'm going in with a brow pencil. I'm just like taking that in at the front. So once I have the front filled in a little bit more, which really doesn't take a lot, I just like going back in with the pencil. I like going in at the top of my arch where I don't have a lot of hair, and bringing out the tail just a tiny, tiny bit. So as you can see, I really don't have to do a lot to my brows after I use the brow gel, which is absolutely fantastic. You know, does it make the cleanest brow line ever? No, because it's a standard pencil, it does get dull very, very quickly, so it doesn't make the same clean line that a super, super fine tip like a Anastasia pencil does. So I wouldn't recommend this for like date night level perfection. But if you just want to throw some brows on and get out the door, and you don't want to use your expensive brow products every single day and make them last longer, then these are an excellent way to go. Seriously, this was $3, this is $2. $5 for day-to-day brows is very, very reasonable. All right, now that my brows are done, we're going to move on to the last products I got from Essence, which are some of their lip products. So first up, I'm going to show you two of their lipsticks. The first one I'm going to show you is from their long-lasting lipsticks, their nude range, and this is the shade 05 Cool Nude. And this is a very, very pretty taupey pink. It's very nice. It's a very nice soft pink, almost nude shade, and these lipsticks are so comfortable. These are so nice to wear all day long. You don't have to worry about your lips cracking or looking gross like with the liquid lipsticks. It's very nice and comfortable. They do wear a long time, probably about 2 to 3 hours if you're not eating or drinking, which is a very good wear time for such a creamy, moisturizing lipstick. All right, so the next one I'm going to show you is another Essence Long Lasting lipstick, and this is in the shade 07 Natural Beauty. So Natural Beauty is very, very similar to Cool Nude, except it's more pinky and less taupe toned, and it's also really, really pretty. These are just so nice. This is much more of a soft, true pink shade, but it's still very, very wearable, and it's not overly bright. Both of these colors are very good for day-to-day, office-appropriate, things like that. All right, and the last two colors I'm going to swatch for you go kind of together, actually. And the first one is an Essence lip liner, and this is in the shade 11 in the nude. Surprise. And this is a very pinky toned nude. As you can see, this goes well with either of the lipsticks I purchased. As you can see, this is very, very pretty on its own. It's also very comfortable and very wearable. The formula does feel a little bit heavy, is my only complaint, is I do think, again, this is a fairly wax heavy formula. It's not sticky at all, but it feels a little bit heavy and a little bit stiff on the lips. So it's kind of one of those, if you need a lip liner but you don't want to spend in the $7, $8 range for one, and you're on a budget, this one would still work just as well as the $7, $8 range lip liners for a $2 range lip liner. And the last thing I want to show you guys is one of their new products. It is their liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade 03 Almost Real. Again, I know, a nude. I got on a kick, what can I say? Now, these have a very pleasant, like, vanilla frosting smell to them. It's not too heavy. And a very nice applicator as well. One thing to keep in mind is these aren't matte liquid lipsticks. These are a glossy liquid lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch that right there for you. So you can see it's very, very pretty. It's a nice peachy tone nude. But one thing I noticed is it looks very opaque on my hand. If you have a darker natural lip tone like I do, then it's going to look more sheer on your lips, which is why the lip liner. This liquid lipstick matches perfectly with this lip liner, and I would recommend it if you want to try this out to get them both together if your lips have more natural pigment to them like mine do. But combined together, these two are one of my very favorite. I can't talk and apply lipstick at the same time. What am I trying to do? Together, these two are one of my favorite nude lip combinations right now. And here's how those two look on the lips together. So I hope this little Essence try on and demo and mini review was helpful for you guys. I hope that I helped you find some new products. Of course, if you have any questions about anything, any comments, or just want to say hi, I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!